Okay, just a few more repairs for the Belt CPV2. First up, I'm going to go with the balancing pole mounting set. What that is this piece up here at the top. See here, right? Try to see it right here. A lot of times what will happen is there's little tabs in here that can break off. Sometimes where this little mixing arm here screws to it, that can break off. So when you got to replace this, first thing you're going to have to do is take this head button off. And that's just 2 screws, one on each side. I'm just going to let these drop on the ground here. Alright, now you can pop that off. And now you can get a better look as it comes across there. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my fly bar off, and you can see I've already got the fly bar paddles off. So now at this point I just got these 2, whoops, little 1.5 millimeter Allen screws. If you've never taken the fly bar out before too, this can actually be a bit of a pain. I have taken this off before, so it slides out nice and easy. But the very first time I tried to get one of these out, it took a lot of force, and actually what I ended up doing is I yanked it out so hard that it pulled this arm, and it actually pulled it all the way off and broke my link. So I'll show you how to change that here in a second. Back up to this part though. So now you get a better look at it. Next thing you want to do is, if you want to just get this off pretty quickly, you can go ahead and just unscrew these arms. And then you can pop this off, and you'll see why you'll have to replace this. See how that little output shaft that this sits on, that can snap off. So I'm just going to take the other side off here. There we go. Alright. There we are. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is there's a small Phillips head screw on each side where that bearing is. I'm going to go ahead and take that out. And you can actually disconnect the linkages and take this arm right off, but you don't actually have to. And for ease of disassembly, I'm not going to take them off. Because as you can see, you don't really have to. Alright. Now, what you're going to have to do a lot of times is take a small flathead screwdriver, pop it down in here, and kind of pry these bearings out. Because these bearings are holding this balancing pole into the rotor head here. Let me see if I can just pop these out. There's one starting to come out. It can be a pain. The smaller the screwdriver, the better. Easier it'll be. Whoop, there goes one of them. See there. And this other side is being a pain. Oh, there we go. Whoop. Now I've taken the bearings out. Now it'll just pop right out. And this is another thing. Sometimes in crashes, this little part here that fits inside the bearing can snap off. And it won't be visibly broken, but you'll get a lot of slop up here. So if you got a unusually large amount of slop up in your head, you might ought to pull this out and just make sure that that's not broken off. Whoops, there we go. Because I've broken that off and had that problem, that little part right there. So, but now, putting it back in, let's go ahead and slide it back down in. And you just got to kind of center it and pop the bearing back down in there. Get it lined up. And there we go. Go ahead and put the other side in. And basically it's all just, the same way you took it apart. Put the screws in for the bearings. Pop these on, put these screws on. Whoop. And then you'd go ahead and put these screws on. Put your fly bar back in. You know, and like I said, go through, tighten that down, put your head button on, and, you know, there you go. That's how you replace that.